chest up, shoulders back. This is Revival Fitness. And this is very interesting because you see a lot of content online now about how men do not approach women anymore, and the gym is a controversial place to do so. Some people say, don't crap where you eat. Oh, the gym's only for working out. You should not be talking to people there. I have on my headphones. Don't ever talk to me. On the flip side, some people will say, well, you can gradually get to know somebody there. I can tell you from my experience that it is definitely possible to meet women at the gym. I wouldn't say that it's something you're going to be doing often in terms of tangibly dating them. And while it is pretty popular to overreact to so-called creepy men in the gym at this point for content from the women's side, it is definitely true that a lot of women, no matter what gym they go to, they're absolutely going to be stared at. I've seen it happen many times myself. They're going to have guys come up and talk to them, even guys that they have made it relatively clear that they're not very interested in. They're going to have guys at the front desk talk to them, the staff talk to them, the trainers talk to them, fellow gym goers talk to them, right? Women are just being bombarded with guys that are trying to get with them everywhere they go. In a lot of cases, it's the polar opposite problem. The average guy in the gym is just hoping for that one chance. The average woman walks in the gym and she looks over and she's like, oh my god, that guy is here again. And then maybe 20 minutes later, she looks over, and then that other guy is also here at the same time. I have older videos on how not to meet women at the gym and the choosing signals they may send you. Be sure to check those out too. But let's see what is going on over here. This woman is on the leg press.
So, crazy silly question, but I'm just curious.
She's not mid-set, but she's about to go into the set. So just a pro tip for you guys in general. Unless you know the woman already, you probably don't want to go up and start talking to them in the middle of using a machine. The best places generally are going to be the snack bar, maybe the stretching area. Now, if she's like standing around and you're like, you know, you get into a conversation when it's like, hey, are you using this? Or, you know, something like quickly like that, that's okay. But this is probably not the tactical move you want to make.
I know you don't like coffee.
Wait, a woman that doesn't like coffee?
Yeah. And I know you don't. And I know you eat cereal in the evening.
Yeah. This is already all over the place. So we have two things about her food preferences.
And I know you have a son, right?
Yeah.
And I know you're about early 30s.
I would assume that he's already talked to this woman before, because otherwise, how does he know this information? The only way you would assume is he has been following her on Instagram or social media. Women will put the geotag at their gym, right? So, you know, they take their butt selfie and then it's like their account, and then underneath it on IG it says whatever gym they're at. What a lot of guys do is they will go to the location of their gym and then look at all of the geotagged pictures, and they will try to find their gym crush. I've had multiple women tell me that guys from their gym that they did not directly talk to have messaged them on Instagram. If it works, man. I'm not really opposed to DMing people. You know, you might as well shoot your shot if you want to. But think about how that comes across. Like, you see this woman in person, even if she doesn't really recognize you, once you message her and then she sees you again, she's going to be like, wait a minute, this guy goes here. It's not a good look, the fact that you see her in person but have never said anything, probably because you're too nervous or too scared, but then you message her online. That's not good, man. Well, so far, this is clearly not going well for him. But what is going to clearly go well for you is your clear skin when you try the sponsor of today's video, Tiege Hanley. I use their level 1 skincare routine, and I recommend you start with the same thing as well. Every system comes with a daily face wash. This is something I like to put on right after I get done working out, working up a sweat in the gym. You have moisturizers in the morning and the evening. The morning one containing SPF 20 sunscreen to keep your skin safe from those UV rays, and you have the 2 times a week exfoliating scrub. This stuff is very powerful. It's really going to dig into your pores, remove dead skin cells, dirt, oil, other things that acclimate during the week. This is really going to refresh and replenish your face. Most guys are going to see serious results in about 3 to 6 weeks, and if you like Tiege Hanley's routines, you can subscribe and save to them and get a box delivered to you on a monthly basis at a fraction of the price of their normal listing. Tiege Hanley has excellent reviews online, and all of their systems come with clear directions of when to use each product, how much to use, and the best ways to apply them. So if you guys are looking to give them a try, be sure to check out the link in the pinned comment and the description box down below. You're going to receive 30% off of your first box, as well as a free gift of your choosing. Yeah, she's not feeling this at all.
You know, I don't know. I think you're really cool. I know you have a son. I tell you, you know, straight up, like
he's doing this hand gesture thing.
Kind of sort of married.
Oh, kinda sorta married. Oh man, dude. I mean, I get a lot of marriages are not going well and on the rocks, but kinda sorta married, like at least own it, bro. Yeah, you see her face. Okay, now he's adjusted. He made up, like, not kinda sorta, I am. Yeah, you should have just said that, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. But I don't know. There's something about you that's really cool. Like just casual, but I don't know if you would have a pizza with me sometime or something.
I'm pretty sure your wife is not approve.
Okay, this is fascinating. Then he implies that they could do something casual. You know, I don't know if this would be part of a harem, if she's gonna be the side chick, if she's gonna be a partner for them whenever they decide to. And then he brings up pizza. I mean, listen, man, if you're trying to invite a second woman into your home as a married man, I mean, maybe like a nice restaurant, pizza? He did mention she has a kid. Maybe he's trying to run Chuck E. Cheese game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always a good point in the conversation of awkwardness. Like, yeah.
So, not your upfront, but yeah.
Oh, wrong form of your.
Yeah. No, that's cool. Yeah, exactly.
Married, that's like,
Right, no. That's why I said.
yeah.
I mean, right, if you're a married man, just don't do this. I mean, I don't know, right? He could live very close. His wife might even go to this same gym. Or, you know, I mean, you know how word travels really quickly, right? I mean, you gotta cover your tracks at least, dog. Come on. But as awkward as this has been, he didn't hide that, so give him a golf clap.
But, yeah, I wanted to be. Yeah, but I won't say unfortunately, because, you know, being married's good.
Oh my god, her expression is killing me, man. That woman look they give you when they're just like... Okay, we see him up there. Probably looks, what, older. He's probably like 40s, 50s, something like that. Then I guess he's gonna try to give her the sales pitch as to why she would be better than his wife.
But sometimes I don't know, sometimes you meet somebody that just never can, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no, but, yeah, like it's... My connection wouldn't be your connection.
My connection would be your connection. Like they're playing Xbox Live. I will say, guys, that's very common in marriages, especially you've been together for a few years, have some kids. You know, your entire life just becomes engulfed in raising the kids, especially when they're very young, right? I mean, it's just constantly changing them, feeding them, can't get any sleep. You're working a lot more to pay for more bills. I mean, it can be very easy to kind of lose that. So, I mean, I get it.
Faith in men and humanity, right?
I mean, given social media and everything that's developed over the past decade plus, male-female relations, they may be past the point of repair.
Like, it makes us scared women to, like, ever want to get married because we don't know if our husbands are out at the gym doing that. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Oh, I mean, the same goes for guys, too, but you're not allowed to talk about that.
For sure.
I don't blame you. I'm not mad at you. At least you're honest, but, like...
No, for sure. Oh, no. I mean, I wouldn't, like, have not told you, you know.
Yeah.
Up to this point, I just kind of said hi and let it off, and that's it.
Why is he trying to recap this interaction? Up to this point, I kind of said hi, and I wouldn't have not told you.
You know, and, yeah. And I was, you know, I was like, think, you know, really, when you think about it, it's unfair even to, like, you also. So, well, what the hell? What's the point, you know?
Man, this guy is waffling so hard. Like, dude, you have to own this, man. You can't ask and then it didn't go well and then you like, oh, well, you know, it's not fair to you actually and this and that. It's like, no, man, own it. You did it. You're like, yeah, I think you're attractive. No? Okay. Well, listen, sorry to bother you. Have a good day. And just leave, man. Just go. Right now, he's standing here trying to do this, like, weird backwards rationalization thing. Like, logically just be like, well, you know, X and Y and Z. It's like, bro, women don't care about all the logic up here in men's heads, man. They don't. They're likely going to see each other again. Very, very likely. Right? Most people are going to the gyms at the same times and same days, roughly speaking. The chances that he comes up and talks to her again at some point, I'd say is pretty high. Because he kind of just invaded her space here and started talking. She's not interested. He's still talking. You know, that's a lot of guys don't really have like that social level that women do just because we don't have to, because we're not really fearing for our safety like they are. But this woman's probably going to go back in this gym at some point, and she's going to see him. He'll look at her, and he might immediately walk over, or maybe, you know, he'll keep some distance for a bit, then he'll, yeah. I mean, I feel for her, because this is going to be very annoying. This is one of those scenarios, man, where she may go to a different gym. If you've ever hooked up or dated somebody from a gym and it went south, one or both of you might go to a new gym, right? That's the aspect of it I get, of not trying to hook up with people at the gym. But I'll still try.
I mean, probably the best scenario is, and I'm not saying this would ever happen, but like seriously, if you knew my wife and you know what I mean, like we were all friends, that's different.
She's hitting him with this thing right here. Okay, so now he's trying to imply that, oh, well, if you knew my wife and you were friends with her and we're all friends. What's that old song? The Diddy ad-lib on the Biggie Small song. He's like, you can meet my friends and we could be friends. He's pulling that right now. I also hear Queens of the Stone Age go with the flow in the background. Very good.
And you actually would like her. She's very nice. Yeah. You'll probably meet her sometime.
Probably meet her sometime. Under what context, my guy?
She hasn't been, but she does come sometimes. So when we're here and I see you all introduced.
Ah, okay, so she does come sometimes with him. By the way, guys, you understand, if this woman ever does meet this guy's wife, you know, the first thing she's gonna say? He said that you're sort of kind of married. Done. That guy's done. He's finished. No chance. And then she's gonna go, you said we're sort of kind of married? Oh yeah, that's gonna be an argument for weeks. So either he's gonna try to pull his wife in to save this, or I guess the wife is kind of comfortable with him doing this. Based on the way he's talking and presenting himself, I don't think he's very experienced in this department.
Behave yourself.
I don't know. I will.
We'll have to just definitely keep it like it has been freshly.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We'll keep doing
Okay. All right. Easy.
feeling about it.
Oh, a nice fist bump to end the interaction. There we go.
Like, you feel good? Feel strong?
Yeah. Feel good. Give my numbers. Yeah.
Bro, stop talking. Go.
Okay. All right. See you later.
You got to put the hair up, and now it's time to go into the leg press. So that is quite the pre-workout, if you want to call it that. This was another great lesson in what not to do. And one last note I want to make here, for the women particularly, I don't know why a lot of you want to geotag where you go all the time. This applies to anybody, really. You guys have seen those stories of how rappers will, like, get shot by rival gangs because they'll be at some restaurant or at some club or wherever, and they're live on their story like, yo, we're right here, and they have the whole location laid out. I mean, dude, you can go online now. You can basically follow people's entire day. You could practically predict where you could find them for any reason, right? I work here, I go to the gym here, I go to school here, I eat here, right? I mean, dude, some people put their entire business on the internet in general, but especially if you, like, put locations where you're going, I mean, you're asking to get set up. God forbid that happens to you, but really, you could prevent that. And especially with women, man, I've talked to a lot of women that have had stalkers both online and in person. Don't give these guys any more of an easier time than they need. It's already kind of easy to, you know, follow people and stalk people given the internet and social media. Don't make it easier for these dudes. One thing the women do have on their side, though, is the fact that if they are training legs, as they usually are, that'll typically scare a lot of guys off, right? Like, he walks up, he's like, hey babe, how's it going? You start doing hip thrusts or squats. The guy might actually, like, have an allergic reaction to it, if not go blind. But yeah, rate his Riz down below. I'm not sure if we're gonna get a follow-up to this. I'd be very interested to see the sequel when the guy is there with his wife. If they see this woman, I mean, that, oh my god, I would pay money to watch that encounter because that would be spectacular. And if you guys would like a review of the old TikTok gym creep video where the girl was accusing the guy of doing so and staring at her, when it didn't seem like he really was, you can click the video in the top corner. I provide some commentary for that there as well. But that's been it for this video, guys. Shout out to the sponsor, Tiege Hanley. Be sure to check them out in the links down below. 30% off of your first box and a free gift. You can get in contact with me about questions regarding your own training and eating. Join our community Discord, hundreds of members there, and be sure to check out my programs to start making more gains in less time Stop lollygagging around and get big and strong. Don't take advice from guys like this that are in the gym, probably doing nothing but curls and maybe some bench press. And I will catch you guys next time.